Dear Diary, decent week this week, not gonna lie. I am pretty proud of how it all played out, and I'll give it to you all right here. So, I did a race. I started playing pickleball with a friend a couple times, and it just feels right, you know? And then I was exploring new DLC type stuff in my life by going to a bar with a friend and doing stuff that I legitimately rarely ever do. And then I learned a lot in chess club, and I got some extra moolah for doing a family favor. So let's dive right into it. So we got the Firecracker 4 miler. So I know a lot of places probably have a 4 mile race for like July 4th or a race for July 4th, especially if you're in the United States. It's kind of a holiday. I guess it was the big 250 this year. We're free for a while now, but that was pretty cool. I went there. It was located in, I almost said my hometown, but like I actually live in my hometown where I grew up, and the race was in the town that I lived the last 5 years but just moved away from. So that's how much I actually really enjoyed living where I used to live. I felt a need to call it my hometown even though it's not. But anyways, I went back out in that area that I moved away from a few months ago, and I placed very well. So there was about 700-ish people. I got 35th out of 700-ish. I placed third in my age group. Age group is 25 to 29M. I was feeling pretty solid about that. I didn't write down my time, but off the dome, I think my time was in the 27 minutes. I had like a 6-something minute pace per mile, and that's pretty cool. Like I'm very proud of that. I am not a speed runner. I am very much so a distance runner. Like I have a 50K coming up that I will talk about in the next couple weeks. Super excited for that. That's overnight. But you don't go fast in those. You kind of just go slow and steady, and it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. And that's how I feel. I just never feel fast. I never like going fast. I never like feeling so winded like that. But because I've done so much zone 2 training and so much slow and steady type stuff, I can go fast-ish. I mean, some people are cranking out like 5-minute miles, not me. But it was a really hot day, and I placed very well. And so the group that hosts this kind of stuff, they give out plates or cups that say your third place, second place, first place in your age group. And so I got a third place plate, and I don't know. I have a couple of those, and it feels good to be seen in an achievement that I accomplish, because a lot of like, I'm not going to lie, running is such a solo passion, and it can be kind of empty at times. Like I run for myself. I know I run for myself 1,000,000%. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel content. It gives me a purpose. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good for my life. But also, I crave like the social aspect behind it, and like I don't need to perform for anyone, but it's hard to explain. It's a solo hobby endeavor, but like the support and congratulations I get sometimes when I do really well, it feels good. Validation, I think, is what I'm looking for. When I get some validation of how well I'm doing, that feels really good. I don't do it for that, but it doesn't hurt, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same boat. But anyways, that was on July 4th, and then the rest of the day, I kind of did not much whatsoever until 9 o'clock at night, where I went outside and decided to start running and went down to the lake, saw some fireworks, came back through the trails, and then made it back home. And I literally did like a half marathon almost on July 4th in the nighttime while fireworks were going on. And it was just a cool experience. It was dark outside. There was booms going off, lights up in the air. And I'm like, dude, this is pretty freaking sick. So I saw some cool fireworks, and it was a good time. So happy 250 for us over in the States. Moving right along, pickleball. I didn't think I was going to love pickleball so much. So it's cool. It's incredible. I went with my friend, and we played twice this week, and we actually have another session planned for tomorrow, and I'm getting my little brother in on it. So pickleball is becoming my identity a little bit, and I'm not holding back. It is so fun. A little miniature version of tennis. I used to invite people to come play tennis with me, and no one really enjoyed it as much as I did. Like tennis is a lot of running when you do singles. There is so much running. It's a big court, and a lot of people are just not up for it. But pickleball, literally 1/4 the size of the tennis court, and it's just fun. Like, look up pickleball. It's like you learn stuff about the kitchen. I learned the rules. Me and my friend, we went there. We played singles one time, and then we got invited to play doubles by a rando. And then the next time that we went there, we immediately got invited to play doubles by a rando. It's just a friendly, fun environment to be, and I thoroughly like pickleball. And I would recommend anyone who's listening who is physically capable of doing stuff, give pickleball a try. It's really not too tough on yourself. Like, you're not running around a lot. You are getting some exercise, but it's not like how tennis has you running back and forth like that. Like, pickleball is definitely more lenient. It's social, it's fun, and I love it. So lots of looking forward to pickleball sessions. Next, so I went to a bar. It was like a Tuesday night, I think, because my friend was like, yeah, we're going to go on a slow night because I know a bar is not your scene. A bar is like the last thing that I want to do a lot of times. Like, the reason that I do go to bars every once in a while is because I want to be social. I want to put myself in new situations. I want to try something new. I want to convince myself that a bar isn't that bad. Like, because we all have this fantasy, right? At least I think the majority of us do. All of us single dudes were like, you know what? Dating apps are cool, kind of, sometimes when they're going well. But we all have this fantasy of, like, I just want to, like, meet my like, partner IRL, right? I don't want to, in a perfect world, I wouldn't need these dating apps, but it seems like it's just cost of the time the dating apps have arisen. And it almost feels like that's the only way I'm ever going to get a girlfriend. But imagine going to a bar, striking up a conversation with someone, getting her number, her becoming your girlfriend, and then happy ever after. Like, what? That just seems like a fantasy. That just doesn't seem real. So I almost just like put myself in bar situations to give myself the illusion and the potential practice of trying to find a woman to be my partner. I know it's kind of could be a little pathetic, a little dorky, but I want to give myself all the options I can, right? Plus, doing something different, it excites me a little bit. So me and my friend, we went to this bar saloon type thing, and they had pool tables, ping pong, darts, and a comedy show. I learned that I am not good at making new friends. So this middle-aged woman, she came up to me and my friend while we were playing pool, and she's like, oh, I got next. And that's fine. That's totally cool. How else are you supposed to, be social and get to know new people? Like, someone's got to interject themselves, and someone's got to be the one that, does that. And it made it easy for me and my friend because I feel like we're both pretty passive. But she did that. And so I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm a nervous dude. It just happens. I did not want to play against her. She had her own pool case where she keeps her pool sticks, right? And she was like a pro. She was sinking stuff left and right and left again. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I cannot get shown up. I don't want to play. So I had my friend play, and she did really good off the rip. And I was like, yo, are we even going to get a chance to play? And she laughed. She thought it was funny. And then, she misses one, and I get excited. So I'm cheering my friend on. And this is my downfall, all right? I am too competitive, I think. So I wanted my friend to win. I wasn't playing, but I really wanted my friend to win. So he would shoot some shots. He would miss some. And I would be like, oh, it's all right. We'll get him next time. And then it would be her turn. I'd be like, ain't no way you're going to make this. No way. I don't see it happening. Can't happen. There's no way you got it. I made remarks like that. And it's not I'm not calling her names or anything. I'm not, being like, oh, you bitch, you're not going to make that. I'm not saying any of that. But you're not off the rip. I'm not close enough to be saying that kind of stuff to someone. It probably made her feel not good. It probably made her feel like I'm kind of a jerk because she would clap back with some comments. She called me a turkey. She would say my voice sounds a lot better when it's silent, and maybe those are playful gesture clap backs. I don't know, but I felt like I could tell in the tone of her voice like she really wasn't about it. But so my competitive edge, cheering my friend on, probably saying some stuff that can be taken rudely and kind of like a jerk, made it so, dude, I am not good at making friends. So I did that to myself, but it's good. It's a learning lesson. I shouldn't be as competitive, and I should just relax and enjoy the game for what it is and be okay with that. Speaking of competitiveness, chess club. I got my ass cooked, guys, so bad. It was so sad. In 29 turns, I was just donezo. And it was a tough L, all right? We were taking about an hour apiece because you start out with 80 minutes, and we both ended with about 25-ish, so it was close to an hour apiece. So I'm sitting there playing a 2-hour game. It's still pretty new to me, the whole over-the-board experience. And this guy's rated close to 1,200 ELO, which is, not master in what in any way whatsoever, but also not a beginner. And I am online, I'm like 1,100, and then over the board, it's still being calculated. Like, I don't know. But I got cooked. He attacked me, and it was just a tough L. My stomach started hurting because I knew I was in trouble. The anxiety, the adrenaline, like, I was shaking. But it feels good. And I spend so much time talking about this, and it seems like almost like a weekly installment, like, oh, how did you do in chess? Like, I know eventually this is going to fall to the wayside. Like, I don't want to talk about it every single week, but while it's still new and on my mind, it takes so much to overcome the anxiety, the nerves, and the adrenaline to keep coming back. Like, I'm literally sitting there for 2 hours. It is a near silent room. I am deep in thought, thinking that, if I make one stupid move, this is going to be the end of a game that, like, I want to win. I'm going to look like an idiot. The other person's going to make fun of me. They won't. I made a ridiculously stupid blunder, and he capitalized on it, but he didn't make fun of me. It wasn't like, oh, you dumbass. So, like, that's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean the anxiety and the adrenaline doesn't go away. I feel like ever since going to chess club the last month or so, I almost feel like I can handle social situations better. Like, I don't get nervous going to pickleball. I was nervous going to the bar, but I put myself in that position because I'm like, you know what? I can do it. What's there to lose? And it just, knowing that even though I have all this extra adrenaline and anxiety, and I'm still showing up and just overcoming it, it feels good. So I would encourage anyone, if you have something you want to do, but you're a little nervous about it, but you want to do it, like maybe it's, I don't know, take a guitar lesson. You've always wanted to play guitar, and you have one, and you've been practicing, but you're like, I don't know what to do for the next level. The whole gist, but you're scared of looking like just take it. Who cares? It's gonna be anxiety inducing. You're gonna get so much adrenaline, but you're gonna feel good because every single time that I've gone to chess club, I walk out, whether I win, lose, draw, get absolutely slaughtered. I walk out and I'm like, you know what? That was good because I learned something a little bit. Like, we dissected the game. I told them my thought process. They told me different ways of thinking, and it's just a good experience. And I just feel more wholesome for myself. Like, I'm scratching an itch that needs to be scratched type. Like, I knew I always wanted to go to chess club, and it was something that lingered every single Wednesday. I would just have to think of an excuse not to go for literally almost a year, until a month ago when I was just like, you know what? My friend agreed, and I went, and then I haven't stopped going. So it's tough at the beginning. It really is. And just show up for yourself. You got this. So last but not least, I got a little extra shmoolah for doing some gardening work for my aunt, and that always feels good because, well, I'm kind of broke, but this month is a 3-paycheck kind of month, which happens twice a year, which is really, really nice because I have bi-weekly pay, so I have a lot of extra money coming in this month, and that's exciting. So I'm a little less poor, especially because I am going to do even more favors for my aunt in the future. So I just wanted to talk about that. That's been the week. It's been a very good week. I had so much fun playing pickleball. I had so much fun trying new things. Even, even losing in chess was fun. And I, was very proud of my placement in the Firecracker 4 miler. So, good week, and I'll see you for the next one.